So banks like State Bank of India and JP Morgan Bank have finally realized that the banking system might not exist in a couple of years from now. This is a statement from State Bank of India and a similar statement from JP Morgan saying that crypto is a competition and this will seize the banking system. And we will also talk about the Bitcoin private. So if you have been holding Bitcoin or maybe ZClassic, then you're curious to know about Bitcoin private update. It looks like they have taken the snapshot and now you will be getting your Bitcoin private in your Bittrex account, and we will see what all other account it supports. Also, we're gonna go through some Twitter scams. So there are many fake Twitter accounts which are trying to scam people right there on the Twitter as well, in the name of Justinson and Poloniex, Binance and whatnot. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Welcome back to Crypto Conversation. My name is Shiv. This channel we talk about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. And also, this is not a financial or investment advice, just my personal opinion. I did attend this conference, blockchain conference, for the last 2 days, and let me tell you, this was an awesome experience. And in fact, I would love to attend more and more of these conferences, because these conferences are really helpful in increasing your knowledge, looking at what exactly is happening in the cryptocurrency space when you meet people from around the globe and talking about the same topic, which is cryptocurrency. So it was a great experience. Thank you so much for people who actually joined me on the live session, whatever live session I had. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. So one of the topic that I want to talk about is the State Bank of India statement. Here he says that so he was talking and he said cryptocurrency is the potential intimidating term for banking fraternity in any country has spread its wings in India in the recent times, and its fever is passing on an equal scale with mother technology, blockchain. Here he has it, by 2030 traditional banking services could cease to exist with blockchain. All services of banks can be replaced by blockchain. What is blockchain? One of the most popular blockchain today is Bitcoin, right? This is what the blockchain is. You can have different blockchains. And what he's saying, that banking services can be replaced easily by Bitcoin, and that's exactly what he's doing. Today, if you want to do a transaction, you want to send money anyone across the globe, any country, you can send them Bitcoin, and that is considered of value. They can convert it into fiat, or maybe they can keep it in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has become true money, right? And that's what he's talking about. Finally, these bankers have started looking at cryptocurrencies as really a threat to the banking system, and they are taking it seriously. Similarly with JP Morgan Bank, JP Morgan sees crypto as a competition and risk to its businesses in SEC report. Over here, I want to mention that he also spoke about the other blockchain technology. Like I said, we are all striving for inclusion in finance right now, even with the government and public sector. As a bank that works in tandem with the both, we would look at how blockchain technology is helping financial inclusion, which is a bigger goal in the country right now. But then he also mentioned here, by 2030 traditional banking services could cease to exist with blockchain. And similarly with JP Morgan, so JP Morgan sees crypto as a competition and risk to its businesses in SEC annual report. It says both financial institutions and their non-banking competitors face the risk that payment processing and other services could be disrupted by technologies such as cryptocurrencies that require no intermediation. That's it. Now banks have realized that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. It's a threat to the banking system. Now you won't be surprised if there is a bank which is not supporting a cryptocurrency exchange. By the way, I'm not sure whether you heard this news yesterday that Israel bank, right? The Israel government said, so these banks were not supporting one of the cryptocurrency exchange, and then Supreme Court in Israel came ahead and said, told these banks to support cryptocurrency exchanges, taking care of all the anti-money laundering or illicit backed activities. But in short, the banks were asked to support the cryptocurrency system. Of course, he's the same guy who also made a comment back in the last year saying that Bitcoin is a fraud. But again, he is making this statement that cryptocurrencies are the real threat to the banking system, guys. So it's the banks which are talking about the cryptocurrencies being the actual threat to the banking system. It's not the other guys. So far it was the other guys. Now it is the banks talking about the threat. What do you think about that opinion? Let me know in the comment box below as well. Let's go ahead and talk about the Bitcoin private. So Bitcoin private was the most anticipated, most expected fork which people have been waiting for over the last 2 months. When it was announced that the fork is going to happen on ZClassic and Bitcoin, you can see the price of the ZClassic, what happened to the ZClassic price. I mean, this is almost crazy as hell. The Bitcoin price, ZClassic price has come down to $23. But if you look at the chart here, this was back in December. This was $5. And ever since the announcement started going up, it went to $29. Can you believe this? It went to $235. That was on January 7. This was exactly after the announcement. It dropped down a little bit. The all-time high next was after that. This is the recent one. This was the 19th of February, just about 10 days back, $188. But if you look at the price today, people have badly dumped it to $22, guys. So of course, this is very, very important when you're dealing with the cryptocurrencies. Always make sure that you are entering at the right time. If you would have entered right here or maybe here just before the announcement, good. But after the announcement has come out, when people start buying it, look at the price. Then you have to make sure that you're selling it here, or else it's going to be lost. Now imagine people who have bought it here just in order to get new Bitcoin private. I don't know what the price is going to be like for Bitcoin private. Bitcoin private is going to be listed on Binance as per their tweet, right? We'll come to that, but let's talk about the pricing once again. One important thing to notice here is that whenever there is a fork announcement, expect the price to go up. So if you're not holding anything, don't try to buy it when everyone else is buying. And if you're buying it, make sure that you are taking your position off. Again, this is not an investment or financial advice, just a thought that I'm trying to share. But look at what happened with the price, right? So you cannot expect to buy a ZClassic at 193 and then you still hold it at 22, which is really a bad deal, considering you don't even know what's the price of Bitcoin private is going to look like. So I see almost a similar pattern in all the forks that happens. Once the announcement happens, the price goes up, but just before the fork, people start dumping it. So right now it's about $22. Let's talk about the fork. So this is a snapshot for the Bitcoin and ZClassic. Now just in case if you're not aware what is this, what is the number, you can go ahead and check these numbers right on the block explorer. So if you can go on block explorer for Bitcoin, basically this is the block number which you can see here, blocks by date, right? So as you can see, the current block number is 511413 right here. So this is 412411410 So the snapshot has been taken at 511346. So that means anyone who was holding Bitcoin until this 511346, which is somewhere here 346. If you have to, this is 385, even below that, right? So that will also give you the date and the time. Anyone who is holding Bitcoin till that block will be rewarded at Bitcoin private. But if you're holding any Bitcoin after this, you will not be rewarded any Bitcoin private, right? So this is how you know whether you'll be getting the Bitcoin private or not. So you may always make sure, if you want to get the reward of the new fork, always make sure that you are holding it in time. Similarly with ZClassic, they have mentioned here the snapshot of 272991. Over here you can see ZClassic Explorer, right? And right now the current block is 273249. Okay, so that's the snapshot that they have taken, and they are going to give the reward of the fork to the people who are holding ZClassic and Bitcoin. Now coming back to where is it supported. So one of the exchange which is supported for Bitcoin private is Bittrex right now. Now Bittrex has, like all the fork, this has also been very controversial. Now Bittrex said that we will be supporting the fork for ZClassic. However, we will not be giving the trade option. So if you are holding, for example, 100 ZClassics on Bittrex, Bittrex will give you 100 Bitcoin private. However, you will not be able to make the trade. Now, why is it Bittrex? People would have preferred Binance to be the first option since that's the biggest exchange right now. But unfortunately, Binance ZClassic is not even listed on Binance, so it has to go to Bittrex account, right? However, Bittrex is not supporting the Bitcoin folks. So if you are holding any Bitcoin on Bittrex, then they are not supporting it. They haven't confirmed that as yet. Okay, I'm not sure about the other exchanges. Maybe Binance is supporting for Bitcoin. If you hold a Bitcoin on Binance, they might just give you a Bitcoin, Bitcoin private. But Bittrex has said that they are not supporting Bitcoin. They are only supporting ZClassic. If you have ZClassic, you will be getting equivalent number of Bitcoin private. So that's the update for the fork. And coming back to some Twitter scams, which is I think very important, because most people in cryptocurrencies tend to follow Twitter because you don't want to follow media news, because the media anyway doesn't know anything about it. Let's go ahead and check the financial official account and see what the news is. And unfortunately, there's a lot of scams going on Binance as well. As you can see, Binance has tweeted, scammers are impersonating official Binance accounts and tweeting to ask for deposits to specific addresses in return for gifts. You will lose your tokens if you do this. Binance will never ask you to send coins directly to any address for any reason. And the recent one, the Poloniex, right? So the Poloniex was taken over by Circle Pay, which is a part of Goldman Sachs. That was the best example. So Poloniex, there was a tweet in the name of Poloniex. Okay, this is like a P-A-L-O-O-N-I-E-X, Poloniex. We are joining Circle. This is the tweet from Poloniex, which is basically a fake account, right? In the name of Poloniex, we are joining Circle tomorrow. To commemorate, we are giving away 2,000 Ethereum. To participate, send 0.3 Ethereum to 3 Ethereum to our address below and get 3 to 30 Ethereum back. Right? So these are the kind of scams going on right now on Twitter. Definitely, guys, be aware of whom do you follow and make sure it's an official account. For example, they've given you, there are like, you know, Justin Sun from Tron, right? Tron has 1, 2, 3 accounts, right? Justin Sun here, Justin Sun here, Tron Foundation, Justin Sun, right? So it becomes very difficult to see as to which is the official account. Obviously, you see the tick here, that should be officially the account. This one, these two does not have a tick, right? So there are 3 accounts of the same name, Justin Sun. So you need to make sure that you are following the one with the tick, which is official and verified account. But in this article here, it also shows that if Twitter wanted, they would have stopped this scam by doing some cryptography on this account. You know, if you have the similar name, just block him. But of course, that's going to be difficult for right now for Twitter. So definitely be aware. Coming back to the Bitcoin private, so Binance Bitcoin private had stated recently that they will be listing themselves on Binance. So in case if you're looking to trade Bitcoin private, maybe Binance will be the first option. This was tweeted on February 7. This is from the Bitcoin private. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share your thoughts in the comment below, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.